Hello! Happy Monday. Happy last Monday before Christmas. Happy last work day for me. This is it. I am on my last leg. It's not exactly what I meant. I'm on the last little bit now. Today is my last day. We've had the most brilliant networking and training session this morning. There were 29 of us on, which is the most it's been. It was very squishy. It was wonderful. We had 8 new women, which was fab. So if you're watching this and you came this morning, thank you. It was honestly, it was just brilliant. So yes, this is my last live before next year. I'm not back till Monday the 8th after this. So I've got another meeting after this today, and then that is it. I'm done. So if you want anything, get it to me today. I will check stuff as and when I feel like it over Christmas, but I've got no face-to-face sessions. I've got nothing else that I'm committed to. So it's just so exciting. If you're a Business Club Pro member, I will of course be there for you the whole time, but on Heartbeat. So if you want me, come make sure you come through our private platform so that you can get me on there, because I will stay off of everything else as much as I possibly can. So our very last training today and for the year is about the post-Christmas lull. And actually, we should have just named this Christmas lull, I think, because there's a bit of a pre-Christmas one, according to people that I've spoken to this morning. So I guess, first of all, how are you feeling right now? If you're on live, come and chat. Oh, I've got comments, but I'm on the wrong screen. Come and chat and let me know. Hey up, Manion. You all right? When do all your classes finish? So if you don't know Claire runs She Is Strong Fitness, and she has an online membership of classes, as well as a huge thriving community up in Warrington. When do your classes finish for Christmas? Or I'm guessing this is your last week. So how are you feeling at this time of year? Are you winding down already? Are you sabotaging yourself already? Because we're seeing lots of that. It's kind of a really tough time of year because there's this huge build up. It's super, super busy. And then for lots of people, just nothing. And even if you've given yourself some time off over Christmas, it can be really, really hard to come back to this sort of feeling of nothing that is there at the beginning of January. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling. Or perhaps for some of you, it's the other way around. It's like you're busier in January after a really, really quiet December. And so much of this depends on what type of business you've got in the first place, and how you structure it and how you run it. Saturday online face-to-face are finished already. How exciting. I was talking about your online classes to someone else the other day. So, Grill. And what's your December, January like? I'm guessing for fitness, lots of it peaks in January and is already dropping off now because we're all starting to finish for Christmas. But for lots of us, the whole finish thing is we decide to finish our diet, eating healthy, fitness regime now. Like, come on, you've still got another week. There's no need to be choosing to stop now. But anyway. So when I talk about this whole post-Christmas lull thing, I want to talk about how important it is to be prepared for it, to know what your business is, what it looks like, because if you've been running it for over a year, you'll be seeing patterns emerging now already. So start looking at, if you know December is quiet for you, are you running offers in December for January? Are you getting your stuff prepared, ready to make sure that you really kick off the new year the way that you want to? Have you got things like Boxing Day offers lined up? Yeah, are you being prepared? Because that's what is the important part for all of this, I think. Yeah, and that would apply to fitness businesses and like nutrition type businesses everywhere. I'm pretty sure that would be a really standard thing. Knowing about it is dead important. So it's really easy to get lost in all the Christmas madness, and when money's coming in, it's easy to get carried away spending it. When it's in your business, we have to really be careful about that. Are you prepared for the next few weeks? So one of the people on my training this morning was talking about the fact that events for her have finished now. So that kind of period between January and March where there are no events, there's not much money coming in. But she knows that's the pattern. It's that I know that this happens. Have I covered it? Am I prepared enough that I know I've got myself afloat to make it through those months? And what can I be doing to get ahead for later on? I don't like to make you work over the Christmas break, but have you planned your finances well enough to allow you to be off, to tide you over? So all of this is about, what do I need to put in place? What do I need to know about my business, about what I want to do to be able to get there? And it's something that happens often. We have lulls quite often, but we're not very good at planning for them a lot of the time, because we don't take enough time to be working on our business and looking at how our business runs. We spend so much time in it, kind of chasing everything, that we never step back and sort of see our natural patterns and start planning for them, so that we can plan to put offers in when it's quiet. So if we're talking about today, like how to maintain sales through the post-Christmas lull, it's really worth remembering that although we talk about it as if there's a lull after Christmas, Boxing Day sales are still booming. People still get money for Christmas. They still almost have a come down after Christmas and want to spend some money on something that makes them feel better. Like, there's a whole amount of psychology wrapped up in this. So this idea that people aren't spending money in January is entirely false, and the sales prove that. So you could do things like offer discounts to loyal customers. So it don't have to be a new customer. You could do something specific that's for your loyal customers and offer them a discount on some new training or a group program or anything that you've got, really. You could do things like January sales and clearance deals or bundle deals and put a load of things together so that people can buy them. One of the things I'll be looking at doing, I don't say anything to Jade because we haven't got any time to do it. You see her, is like bundling a few little things together and seeing what I could sell as a post-Christmas, like Boxing Day kind of bundle for stuff. While I know a lot of my customers, because a lot of my customers are parents, have got a bit of time off over Christmas, and they've got time to spend on some of these things. You could be investing some time in your email marketing. So you could be putting out some new free things to get people's email addresses. And you could be spending your time in this Christmas lull really, really well. You could offer free shipping, stuff that it's almost like offering a discount, but not quite. So the post generally quietens down post-Christmas. Might be more reliable than it currently seems to be at the minute. You could offer free shipping if they spend over so much. You could do targeted social media posts. If you've sold things like gift certificates for Christmas, you could do targeted social media posts to get those people booked in. You can run competitions, like a nice January competition for something. I was actually thinking of Tracy, who runs the retreat with Tracy. So it's she offers facials and bespoke packages. She could do some sort of competition for January, because that's the type of thing that I would definitely enter in January. I won't have time to think about it in December, but I would definitely look at it in January. You could upsell. So if you've already sold things over Christmas, you can go back to those consumers and ask how they're finding it. You can get a bit of feedback from there, and then you can offer them the other stuff that you've got. So especially if someone's done something like a course with you, you have time over there to go back and say, did you know I also do this? Here's what you could have. But also, if there isn't a chance of you doing some post-Christmas sales, if you know that your industry is really, really struggles in January, that's okay. Don't always buy into the idea that the whole industry struggles, because that's not necessarily true. When I talk about therapy, lots of people think people don't come for therapy in December because they want to wait for New Year. Like, that's bullshit. That's entirely not true. I have very few lulls for therapy. For other stuff, maybe. But you can always use your time productively. So there is so much you could do to give yourself a better start for next year, for when everything picks back up. You could refresh your website. If you're looking for, if you've had your website a long time, or if you're just ready for a refresh, like, there's a lot you could do. Some of it you might do yourself. Some of it might be that you ask someone to give you a bit of zhuzh in it for January. You could schedule some new social media posts. Really have a look at, is the stuff I'm putting out there appealing to my ideal client? Am I getting them to self-select? Are they nodding their heads? Are they engaging with my stuff? How could I do more kind of depth engaging with my clients? So I could write a load of new social media posts and get them scheduled. if you're struggling for some content ideas, you can go and do something we do at the beginning of each year is we usually go to daysoftheyear.com and look through for days that are relevant to my industry. So I might do some mental health ones, I'll do some business ones, we'll do some that apply loosely, like we might do Clear Your Desk Day, and we'll start looking at some of the events that are on and use them to plan some of our social media stuff. December line is so dead. No, January and March will be too. Let me just see who this is. And so if I know what your business is, I'm out of the page now. Hang on. Because that's not necessarily true. It might be, depends what your business is. Donna, stop it, Donna. So December online's been dead. That's surprising. It shouldn't have been. And we're going to have a little look at what else we can do for yours. But products and services are definitely different. I would be going hard in with gift vouchers now for the next few days, because the idea of getting a present for someone who I don't know exactly what they would like, or worrying about posting, I would be going really, really, really hard on gift vouchers now, and making sure that whatever printable you offer them looks nice. So we've had to make our own gift vouchers. So we've got Charlie like football tickets and stuff. We've made our own vouchers for them. So for these last few days, although you say online's been dead, I would go really hard on gift vouchers. So yeah, network, get out in January, get out and go and see some local businesses. Like I said, we've just done this one with 29 local business women. There are lots that we run, especially over here, but you will find some near where you are. Go out and meet people. You cannot believe the amount of business that does come through our networking. And it's brilliant because it's the idea. Someone will say to me, do you know someone who does mortgages? Like, oh yeah, Emma does mortgages. It's like this idea that there are people that I know that can do things for you. So this is really, really great. Yeah, interesting. I wonder why particularly, but I still stick by gift vouchers now because postage is an issue. People don't know what people want. People like me who forget to buy people presents definitely go for gift vouchers. Hey Amy, you can catch up on replay, no issue. And yeah, today was amazing. The networking stuff is really important. So if you've got time in January, go and find some nice local networks. They're not all stuffy and stuck up. Some of you could absolutely rock up in a Christmas pajumper. I think I've invented a new thing. It'd be like that Oodie, but a Christmas pajumper. Yeah, it's quite likely I'll rock up in pajamas as well. So don't stress on any of that. Go find a nice one that's near you. So go network. You could do some email marketing. You could contact existing customers. So I said it before. See what else you can offer people. If they bought something of a particular genre, for example, can you offer them something else that's like that? Your warm market is absolutely one to go and talk to in January. Straighten up your workspace. Get rid of some shit. Anything that you've held on to, old feedback forms we cleared out the other day, take a photo of them. Like, feedback forms are so important to me. What do I do with them once I've read them? This idea of clear out some stuff, make some space, get focused on like what you want to create for this next year. Use your time well. This is a really important one. I've just sent out an email about this. Is get your 2024 business plan done. So we've just done a very quick one at our session today. We do a little quarterly one online in Business Club Pro, and then I do a face-to-face strategy day. So that's a big, hefty chunk of a full day where I spend time with up to 12 women, and we set our business plans out. And then we have an accountability thing. We make sure we're reviewing them. We make sure we're working on them. So reread your plan or get one done. You're very welcome to go to Business Club Pro and do some online stuff with us. And have the accountability to know that having a goal gives you something to work towards. If you don't know what you're working towards, you're just running around that hamster wheel in your business without an aim. We all know we want to make money, but do you know how you're actually going to get there? So things like that are dead important. Decluttering is massive. It just frees my brain up. Now, there's a difference between decluttering when you're supposed to be doing some work, and you're using it as procrastination versus I actually need to clear some space out here, and both are stuff to be aware of. Working your customer experience. So again, this is something that I review whenever I tend to relaunch Business Club in one way or another. It's always been about what makes it easier for the users. And there's no perfect way. I haven't yet found a perfect way for like one place for people to log in for everything. I've narrowed it down as much as I can through our members club app now. So we use Heartbeat, and Heartbeat has all the links off to places. And that's the best thing that I've found so far. There's never a perfect way, but really, really work on your customer experience, how you can make it easier for them, more enjoyable for them, and how they can get to have more of whatever it is they're looking for, whatever it is. Have a little scout, if you have some time, about what's working for your competition. And this is not a comparison exercise. It is not you versus them. There are loads of different ways to do things, and your customers will choose you. Have a look at what they're doing that you like, that you think they're doing really well. Have a look at what they're doing that you don't like, and just have an overall idea of what is going on out there. Don't get stuck in it. Do not get stuck into comparing yourself, because you are not them, they are not you, and you have different customers. There are a zillion business coaches out there, and you are watching me. So don't get stuck in comparing yourself to others or worrying about what they're doing, because your ideal client will come and choose you. And if you still don't know what to do, come and check out Business Club. It's our online video library. There's a free version. So we have Business Club for free, where you get access to a full-length course and then to all my downloadables. And then we have Business Club Pro, where you get access to loads of videos, our private community, so you get to come and talk to us, ask all of your questions. I will make you videos to help you with answers for stuff. You get discounts and other things. We have book club. We have loads of stuff in Business Club Pro. So if you've got a bit of time over Christmas, come and join. You're not tied in. You're not committed. And it is just a brilliant, brilliant place to spend your time if you are learning, if you're ready to learn some more stuff in the Christmas lull. If you're already in Business Club Pro, take some time to go and actually refresh yourself on some of the courses. I'm willing to bet that none of you have watched all of them. So if you have some time, get some headphones on, hide away, little mince pie and a cuppa, and get some of the courses watched. Really, really take a bit of this time to remotivate yourself, because that is so important. One of the things that came out today is how the women feel when they leave and how much they wish they could carry that motivation with them. This is kind of one of those ways you can. Thank you. Is that Donna again? Yes, thanks, Don. There is so much in there. There's going to be a lot more. One of my goals for next year is to plan out what is coming in Business Club. So there's going to be loads more in there. All right, so in this post-Christmas lull, there doesn't even have to be a lull. There might be a drop in sales, but you have full control over what you do with the time, what you do to create sales in the future, how much you look after your customers, your current customers, but also your future ones. There are the women that came today, these 8 new women, have seen me from somewhere, I've seen these sessions from somewhere and decided to come. And couple of them were kind of like lurkers. They sit and watch, and so if you know you're a lurker, please know you're so freaking welcome here. But you get this opportunity to talk to people however you want to, and this little quiet time around Christmas allows you to do that. And then one last thing is, I want you all, if you get a chance, to have a little look back on your year. And one of the things we did today is pull out some wins, pull out some of the stuff you've done really, really well this year. There will always be things you wish you'd done better, that you want to improve, a million going forward ideas. But just take a bit of time to give yourself some congratulations for some of the stuff that you've achieved this year, because I know lots of you have done some incredible things. And I also know we're really shit at celebrating them. So take a bit of time over Christmas, if you have it, to just reflect, like look at what you've done well and how you can do more of that. Look at what challenges you faced and what you can learn from them, and really get stuck into having this bit of time in deciding how you want to spend your time next year and what you are focused on building. So on that, I'm going to leave you. This was my last thing, but now I've got another meeting. And that was it. I was done. Have I mentioned I'm done for Christmas? So Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me all year. I couldn't do any of this without you all, and I love you all very, very much. So Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the new year. Bye, ladies.